Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Chiefs Out West. I am not Kia Evadash. I am Butch Davis. Kia is unable to meet us today, but I'll be taking over the reins going over. Okay, we're going to go into a little bit of a recap of what happened around the NFL. Kia and I had some, okay. So we had some terrible predictions. That's okay. That happens in the league. You know what? Let's call this. Start off with a couple of those. I don't get these right all the time. I'm just a vlogger. What do I know? But here's a couple of the games that I'm completely shocked about. It's just the New York Jets go on the road to the Cincinnati Bengals. They get blown out 22-6. What a terrible game. Does Adam Gase really want to keep his job sometimes is what I think. Because you have to really lose the line of scrimmage terribly to lose to a team like the Cincinnati Bengals. I mean, I'll give them a little bit of praise, be it that Andy Dalton came in, really obviously re-energized the offense, got the offense going, and put pressure on the Jets that had to perform. Their offense had to perform. It didn't work out. And their defense is playing a little bit better. They played great run defense against the Raiders in that 17-10 loss, even with Ryan Finley on the field. But the Jets, I mean, they're 2 years out at the very least. What a bunch of bums. Next game, he and I were talking about this one when we saw the score. Redskins go to Carolina and blow them out of the water 29-21. They got trampled. They got ran all over. Dwayne Haskins did nothing. I could have went out there and did what Dwayne Haskins did. They could have fielded most quarterbacks in the league and won that game. That's how terrible the Panthers defense was in that one, allowing relatively I don't want to say relatively decrepit Adrian Peterson. But let's be honest here. I mean, the guy can't run the way he used to. 100 yards and a touchdown beat. Come on, bruh. I like Ron Rivera. He lost his job. He lost his job for a reason. That's tough. I don't like seeing guys lose their job in this league because they have families and have a lot of respect for them. But they really earned this one. Darius Geis, man, I should have picked him up in my fantasy league. He really was running with authority on him. Next big game that the Philadelphia Eagles. They're done. They're done. I know mathematically. I know they're not done. They're in the NFC. They're done. They're not going to make it to the playoffs. They can go ahead and start drawing up their mock drafts. This is a type of game where you think you have it figured out. You think you have figured out what your team is. Oh no, we're a good defensive team. We're not gonna give up much to these guys. They get up to an early lead. They start humming, and then all of a sudden, the fatal flaw, really their inability to get to the quarterback when the defensive line of scrimmage, and then the cornerbacks. They're terrible. They were getting smoked. Devontae Parker turned into Randy Moss. You let Devontae Parker turn into Randy Moss, deserve to lose. When you allow Brian Flores to outcoach you and allows the punter to throw a trick play touchdown to the kicker, okay, I can't really blame him for that. That was just a great play by the Miami Dolphins. I need to show them some love. But you know what I mean? Like, you can't let Ryan Fitzpatrick, I don't care where you go, run you up and down the field. I think they got tired late in that game. That Heat Miami, it really does make a coward out of you. The Philadelphia Eagles, they're ready to pack it in. I feel sorry for Eagles fans. Carson Wentz, you deserve better than this, but he's got to play better too, and they just didn't. Terrible loss. Another terrible loss. The Chargers losing to the Broncos. Okay, I didn't see that coming. I mean, they had the game. The Chargers, you know what? This is what's going to happen. Philip Rivers, he's not going to come back. He's going to want to walk away. He doesn't want to get fired. Let his contract expire. They're going to have that discussion and say, hey, we're just going to go in a different direction. I saw they had Tyrod Taylor over there on the sidelines warming up after Philip threw that terrible interception on a screen. They're ready to fold it up as well. Those types of games. That was the one team. If I would have done one of these videos before league year started, I would have said this is the one team, the Chargers, where they won a lot of close games last year when they went 12-4, and those games are coin flips. And the coin is doing another full rotation and landing in the direction for the Chargers. You're starting to see it right here. Bad coaching decisions, bad play from the quarterback. Type of season you get. Another game that I was kind of excited for that ended up being a dud. I was excited to see the Browns win, and they're a clown show. They really are. They're the Cleveland Clowns. Hey, that T-shirt may not have been the reason. Freddie Kitchens T-shirt may not have been the reason why they lost, but they're losing because they don't know what they want to be. They don't know what they want to be yet, or at the very least they don't want to play to it. Look, you're a run-first football team. You are a run-first football team with Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. And you come out there in that second half with Baker with a bum right hand, with some momentum on your side, up 13-0, you decide to throw the ball 3 times on consecutive drives to allow the Steelers to get back into it, and you lose 20-13. That's you saying, I don't want my job next year, Freddie Kitchens. And congratulations, buddy. I don't think you're going to have it. Next big game that I like, Tennessee Titans beating the Colts in Indy. Look, the Colts, they're probably going to lose the division now. I mean, they're not in the leading division, but they're slowly ready to give up. I mean, I don't want to say they're ready to give up, but they're not enough talent on offense. It's tough. I like Jacoby Brissett. He's average. He's milling. He's a backup level quarterback. His reads and his decisions are slow. He threw a horrible interception to Kevin Byard, and then they got ran. They got trampled all over. Ryan Tannehill only had to make a couple, 3-4 plays. That's the formula for the Tennessee Titans. They're winning with it. That's one team I don't want to see in playoffs. I don't want to play the Tennessee Titans. I'll admit, I'm afraid of them. Can't beat those guys. I don't want to have to lose to them again. I might pull my own hair out. It's just terrible. The Buccaneers defeat the Jaguars 28-11. The Buccaneers really they sat down. You know what? You want to know who designs good offense? Go look at Bruce Arians and what he's doing with Byron Leftwich in Tampa. They knew when they came to this game. It's like, look, the strength of their defense is their pass defense, even without Jalen Ramsey. So let's just run the football. We don't have to worry. Let's just turn around and hand the rock off Peyton Barber. Let's turn around and hand it off Ronald Jones. And they trample the Jaguars. Jaguars getting blown out of them beyond that, beyond just Nick Foles, literally being a statue in the pocket, not being able to get the ball off, getting fumbling 2-3 times in a row, just looking like an absolute bum. That signing is one of the worst signings of the year. I don't know who was making these decisions. Is it Tom Coughlin? Then he needs to go. Who's ever making them? I usually don't call for jobs. Something needs to change. Pete Prisco, you are right, Pete Prisco. I don't say that very often. You're right. They need to get rid of the man. Something needs to change out there because this is numerous years in a row. I want to say in the past 10 years, they've maybe had one winning season. It was that 2017 season. They have been a miserable franchise. They need to get the quarterback position figured out. You can't allow the Buccaneers to walk into your stadium and do that to you. There's no pride on that team whatsoever. How about the game of the week on this one? The San Francisco 49ers versus the Baltimore Ravens. I think we can beat the Ravens, maybe. I think the Chiefs can beat the Ravens. But man, this was a game probably of the year up to this point. Two physical, stout defenses, the speed of Fred Warner, the ability of Wink Martindale to dial up a consistent defense that puts pressure on you and forces your hand into making mistakes. Jimmy Garoppolo wanted to bring the ball downfield. He only had one decent pass in the game, and I remember being like, oh, man, that was a good decision to get throws on that 4th down touchdown throw to Deebo Samuel in front of Marcus Peters. But that was it. Other than that, it was Raheem Mostert in that ground game, which it really ate the Ravens up. That outside run game where Raheem Mostert really ate them up. That's a team. You talk about dedicating yourself to the run and what it can do for you. It'll keep you in games like this in terrible weather against what is probably going to be a Super Bowl favorite in the Baltimore Ravens. I hope you know what? If the Chiefs don't make it to the Super Bowl, we get that game again, I'm not going to be mad at anyone. The New York Giants are terrible. They need to fire everyone. Gettleman, whoever, Shermer, they're going to be starting over. And they need to figure out what kind of culture they want in New York because they are a pitiful, miserable football team with little talent. They had a chance there for a second against the Packers. Then the turnovers came. Daniel Jones, feel bad for the kid. He's not put in a great situation there. Right? The good news is we get to see Eli Manning one last time. I mean, I think Eli deserves an opportunity to suck with this team as much as anyone else. So, and then I picked the Cardinals over the Rams. I'm sorry. I'm through with the Cardinals. No, I'm done with them. Coach Cool, you're going to be cool and unemployed here pretty soon in the next few years. You don't get this figured out. You're not on some sort of long-term contract. Steve Keim is pretty much on his way out. I'm not sure. I think it's Mike Bidwell out there, the son of Bill Bidwell, God rest his soul. Yeah, I think he's going to run out of patience with Keim soon. He's probably going to give Kingsbury a few more years, maybe an extra year and a half with Kyler before he says, screw this, we're going to keep Kyler and find somebody else who can make the team a lot better than what they are because it's just not working out there. You can't allow yourself to get smoked in front of your home fans like that. Last few games, yeah, fantastic games. I like the Texans beating the Patriots. Okay, Chiefs, are you paying attention? Patrick Mahomes, are you paying attention? Linebackers fast running backs on those slow linebackers. They had favorable mismatches in the secondary where they were able to hit the Patriots over the top. Was that the Patriots defense that's supposed to be the best since the '85 Bears? They got smoked in that one again. Texans using a little bit of the same concepts that the Baltimore Ravens use, and Deshaun Watson picking and choosing his spots. Man, he's going to be an All-Pro this year. Picking and choosing his spots, and when to dot him over the top, when to get out of the pocket and to run, when to get out of the pocket, force everybody to get to him, then get it out into the flats. They were all over him. Patriots came back late, but that offense for the Patriots, they need to get it. We're at the 11th hour, guys. They've got to get that figured out, or I'm going to call I think most teams are going to call their bluff. They're going to say, go ahead, throw it over our head, Brady. See if you can do that, because you double Edelman, you double James White, they got nothing. They can't run the ball effectively. They got nothing. I don't know. That's just me. Then the last game, the Seattle Seahawks hold on to win against the Minnesota Vikings. Kirk Cousins played a lot better in this game. I thought he was going to fold up the way he did last year. He played a lot better in this game. The Seahawks were kind of running away with it there for a second. I kind of fell asleep on the game, but they came back. My guy Rashad Penny, I picked up in fantasy, got me a couple of touchdowns. Man, the Seahawks are scary right now. The Seahawks and the 49ers are in the same division, and then the Rams aren't giving up. Oh, man, this is tough. Man, you want to talk about a tough conference. The NFC is a monster this year. Whoever comes out of that joint, man, is going to be a tough test. So, all right, that's my Around the NFL. Hopefully, Kia and I will be back with another video on Friday. It will be the preview of the Chiefs versus the New England Patriots. Thank you so much, guys.